Amigos, whether you are new to diagnosis, an old pro, or just curious about how to move better with PSC, you've come to the right place. Welcome to PSCFIT, the podcast dedicated to helping all PSC warriors where invisible illness meets visible strength. I am your host, Thomas Fowler, and if you're watching me on YouTube, yes, I am still in my daughter's bedroom. Um, I am sat on the floor also. It's not all glitz and glam, despite what the others might tell you. I'm sat on the floor like a dog, recording, but it's worth it because hopefully you'll get some value. Yeah, get value and yeah, you might learn a thing or two, hopefully. And today I want to talk to you about fueling the warrior, the PSC warrior, why PSC nutrition hits different. So we've all heard the generic advice, eat a balanced, low fat, high fiber diet. But the truth is, when you have PSC, that advice is somewhat hollow. Um, and that's because your liver is just playing by a completely different set of rules. And today, I'm going to help break down the PSC Warrior Nutrition Guide. So if you follow me on social media, I put this PDF available on there that you can grab. So if you haven't already grabbed it, don't panic. You can listen to my beautiful voice as we kind of go through it. But I'd still recommend that you go over to PSC Fit, excuse me, and download it because it's great. And I'm obviously going to say it's great because I made it. Mm. So I'm having more technical problems. What is this going on here? There we go. Apologies. So I'm going to talk to you firstly about protein, and it is literally your best friend, and why carbohydrates are your primary fuel source when your bile ducts are under pressure. Remember as well, carbs are good. They are fuel. They are not your enemy. Your enemy is people telling you not to eat carbohydrates. Okay, so let's talk about why nutrition kind of hits differently with PSC. So in a healthy body, bile is like fairy liquid, I guess, like dish. Which class is that? Dish soap? Yeah, like a washing up liquid sort of. It breaks down the fats you eat, basically so you can absorb them. Um, but with PSC, bile flow is very much restricted. So if you think of it like a traffic jam and your bile ducts, um, if you think of it all like I'm so tight from sitting on the floor. Um, anyway, I'm very distracted. Maybe I get a coffee. No, let's just crack on. So think of it like a traffic jam in your bile ducts. If you throw a high fat meal at your traffic jam, your sort of systems get backed up, and that will lead to malabsorption. So you could then struggle, and you might not be getting vitamins A, D, E, and K, which you need. Your liver's going to be stressed, so it kind of has to work double time to process the heavy, greasy foods, and you're going to be fatigued. Like your body's going to be struggling to digest it. You're going to feel wiped out, and within that as well, that's where you are also going to be experiencing like the brain fog and stuff. That's why I created this PDF, this download, and it's not about losing weight at all. And that's another topic I want to cover in another podcast or so because there's a lot of chit chat and stuff on the PSC Support UK Facebook group, and it seems to be a lot around weight loss and using um, I don't know what you'd call it, like skinny jabs, fat jabs, pills and stuff. You know, the golden bullets, the quick fixes, but in actual fact aren't quick fixes. But that, yeah, that's for another episode. This download was made um, to help. Well, it's about fueling you for function. So within the download, I specify a goal of 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilo of body fat. So for a 70-kilo person, that's about 84 to 112 grams of protein a day. Now, that might sound like quite a lot, um, but we need protein to be higher because protein repairs repairs damage and keeps your muscles strong, which is vital if you're living with PSC. And it's going to massively help with it's going to help with your fatigue quite a lot. And also, on the flip side of what I said a moment ago, if you are struggling with unintentional weight loss, protein's also really going to be like your bestest friend. So on there, there's like a list of foods that you can get your protein from. So like your meats and your fishes. We're looking at like skinless chicken, turkey, a whitefish as well. So like your cod, your haddock. They are kind of like your building blocks without the fat tax. If you're more like plant-based, then you've got such things like lentils and soya mince. I think you can have mince. Do you have soy mince? Yeah, no, you do. Um, they are incredible because they are almost 0% in fat. Yeah, but you didn't know that. And a little hack, egg whites are just a pure protein with, I think it's like 0.2 grams of fat. So if you're making something like an omelette, just try adding like one whole egg and then three egg whites. You get literally all of the flavor, but without the stress and the aggro on, well, on your bile ducts. Like that is what we want. That is the beautiful spot. Next is your secret weapon, and it's one that everyone fears, but it's nothing to be scared of. Like I said, it is literally your secret weapon, and that is carbohydrates. So in the fitness world, people often demonize carbs, but as a PSC warrior, carbs are going to be your primary fuel source because your body's going to have to work significantly harder to process fats. We don't want to be putting more and more stress on your body. So yeah, since your body is working harder to process fat, it leans on glucose for your energy. Now you have two kinds of carbohydrates, complex and simple. So some like your daily staples are going to be like your oats, your sweet potatoes, your brown rice. They are classed as your like, complex carbohydrates. They are slow burning, so think of like logs on a fire. They'll keep your energy stable a lot longer. So like you kind of like don't hit that like 3 p.m. PSC slump. Um, if you were to sort of look at the flare-up strategy as well, this is important. So if you are in a flare and your appetite is gone, simple carbohydrates are gonna be your friend, really. So like a white rice, banana, um, and honey. Honey's a really good one to throw in there as well. So even like, argument's sake, a rice cake with banana and honey on top doesn't really take a lot for your body to break it down and absorb it. And when you are struggling, like easy food and just easy in general is way better than any kind of perfect. Excuse me. So handling fats and the PSC plate. The truth about fat, we aren't saying zero fat because you do need some, because you need to absorb those fat soluble vitamins, but we only want, the high quality, low quantity. So a teaspoon of olive oil or avocado. I'm not a massive fan of avocado because I think it tastes like snot, but there are some great health benefits for it. You obviously want to avoid like the deep fried food because that will really trigger your right upper quadrant pain. And if you haven't had it yet, brilliant. You'll know when you get it because it hurts like a motherfucker. So the visual guide, next time you sit down to eat, look at your plate. 1/4 lean protein, 1/4 com no, no, complex carbs, and then the remaining half vegetables and greens. If your plate looks like that, then you are literally doing more for your liver and your body than any detox tea ever could. So, I really lost trail of thought there. I'm really sorry because today's episode, I'm kind of all over the place. I don't know if that's a little bit of fatigue or because I'm uncomfortable sitting on the floor. I don't know. But yeah, again, apologies, but we digress and continue. So yeah, nutrition with PSC can feel like a full-time job, but it's the best way to take control of your condition, and especially a condition that often really does feel out of control. And if you want the full list and that full download that obviously we're talking through, head over to Instagram at PSCFIT and just grab the PSC Warrior Nutrition Guide. It's completely free. And if you're ready to sort of stop guessing, I guess, and start having structure, um, then my 12-week PSC Fit coaching program is open. I have very, very minimal numbers available. So if, it's something that you are interested in and you do want to get on board with, simply contact me on Instagram. Doesn't matter what you reach out and say. We can have a chat and we'll see if we're a good fit. And I always say that as well because although yes, I am a PSC fit, well, I am the PSC fit coach. I am your PSC fit coach. We might not get on for whatever reason, and if I'm not able to help you, or if I think I can't help you, then at least I'll signpost you to, another person. Um, but yeah, hopefully we would be a good fit, and we could work together. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you for bearing with me today. Um, been a bit of a tough one for me to verbalize. I think I'll probably end up maybe doing another one, doing this one again, maybe in a month or two. We'll see. But yeah, if you have any questions about what I've covered, or if there's a topic that you want me to dive into, hit me up on Instagram at PSCFit. which, as always, is in the show notes. And if you could also subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen, or if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe there. I'll be so grateful. And if you haven't already, please share it with another PSC warrior or a friend or loved one of a PSC warrior. And all the relevant details and links for my free resources are also available in the show notes. Again, thank you for sticking with me today. It's probably been a tough listen, but I'll catch you next time. Peace.